Talk about the rain, we're talking about home damages and the fact that the CEO of Emaar has responded to home damages amid the heavy rain. So firstly, we need to point out that this is not just an Emaar issue at all. In fact, most of the severe complaints about flooding that we have seen are coming from other housing communities. However, it's the CEO of Emaar who stood up and he has issued a response to tenants who are seeking help over their units. So he tweeted out yesterday, he said, "Dear valued Emaar tenants, our community management team is working 24/7 to assist you. I'm personally overseeing their progress and we assure you all units will be covered." So this basically means with the leaks that are happening, a lot of villas are seeing leaks into their homes. We have videos beside us on Facebook. You might have wet floors, you might have water coming through the roof. And what the CEO of Emaar is saying is he's understanding that it's taking time, but he's going to assure that your homes are covered, i.e., I assume, paid for.
Taken care of, yeah.
Taken care of, which is sound. This follows yesterday's story where we reported homes in residential communities are struggling under the barrage of rain.
Now, we shared the post on Instagram and the response was mixed. Many people, particularly in apartments, while some in villa communities are feeling the stress of 3 days of leaking, and maintenance teams are struggling to meet the demand to help the people. Now, one Instagram user said the unit is not waterproof and all the drainage is blocked. We don't know as well as, it's going to rain heavily, thunderstorms. We're not prepared. Our unit is like a swimming pool as well. It's our welcoming 2022. And that's just horrible to hear that people had to welcome in their 2022 with so much just hassle.
It's been, in some cases, like this is your home, and I think if you're not experiencing it, it's sometimes hard to empathize, but people have no power for 3 days. I saw a photo of one living room and they just had candles all over it for 3 days. And the issue is these maintenance teams are just really struggling under the volume of people that need help.
Yeah.
And it's in communities in certain areas experience more rainfall than others. On New Year's Day, by the way, on the beginning of New Year's Day, we had as much rainfall as we would get in a year. It was a lot of rain and it's still going on outside, partly due to cloud seeding, part of it's natural. There are tips to avoid flooding, which I think is difficult to hear when already your house is flooded, right?
Honestly, yeah. But still these tips will come in use down the drain. They
will come in use. So you can prepare your home in advance by getting quarterly maintenance checks, but also things at the moment, like you mentioned, sandbags. You can put towels at your door. It's all, we shared them on Lovin Dubai yesterday. But just seeing, I think the comments coming from people are kind of the most heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
They're going, let's say, for example, unfortunately, I had a water leak from the ceiling over 3 nights in a row. I live in a nice estate. I'm paying a lot of money for my rent. It's so frustrating. It has nothing to do with the area that you're in. It's just the house that she's in. So yeah, a real frustrating thing. But that's why the CEO of Emaar is saying that he's working on it, overseeing it personally, to make sure that the tenants know that they're valued.
Yeah.
Like it might still be another day before you get it, but at least you know. All you want in these situations is a response, to be honest.
Very true, very true. Like an assurance, a response of some kind, an ETA on what's happening.
Yeah.
But it's amazing for the Emaar CEO to even come out and assure the tenants of such. But it's not, like you said, it's not just the Emaar community, it's other communities as well. And I think the worst, people who stay in villas really experience the worst end of the stick. The short end of the stick when it rains or when there's a rainstorm in Dubai compared to residential apartments. But of course, some also in residential apartments face the very same.
Well, more on that. Basically, the main issue is that people are waiting for the maintenance teams to come, and they say it's going to take a day, and then the day ends and the complaint is cancelled and no team comes. And so now we're just hoping that the rain ends. I think we're done with it. We've had enough for 2022.
Maybe a few drizzles.
No, we're done with the rains. A
few drizzles.
You know, it hasn't actually rained since 2020.
Yeah.
So it's like a full year without rain, and then on 2022, hello. No.
There are so many people who are traveling right now. They're like, 1 year full of no rain, and as soon as we travel, it downpours, and it's just like, what? But
Simran loves it. I don't.
I like it. Yeah, it's nice.
I'm cold thinking about it. Like I could hear the AC. Someone was like, "Is that rain?" I was like I could hear the AC, and I'm chilly just thinking about it.
Yeah, you come from Ireland, Case. You get a lot of rain there. We've stayed here all our lives.
That's why I'm here.